Hi everybody, Kenneth G Hasty here once again with my videos for business owners and salespeople and sales managers to get more sales, boost your business, be more productive, make more money. So if you like these videos, please forward them, please retweet them, please like them at least, and be a favor to me. So today's video is called Selling to the 500-Pound Guerilla. So what's that mean? Well, you know, in most every sales territory, at least the ones I've had over the years, there's the one big customer. And then there may be a few big customers, but you know the 80-20 rule, meaning that 80% of your business comes from about 20% of your customers, and 20% comes from about 80%. So those big customers have a big sway on your business one way or the other. And, you know, companies tend to take them for granted, and that they forget that everybody else is working those customers all the time, you know, and that customer is looking for the right deal. So let's talk about the big customer that you already have, and then I'll talk a little bit about getting somebody else's big 500-pound gorilla customer. So first off, what does a 500-pound gorilla eat? Anything it wants to. Might eat you. So got to be careful how we approach them. My recommendation, if you know that one account is most of your business, and you can avoid letting them know that, that would be a good thing. Because I made the mistake of doing that a couple times actually in businesses, and somebody, they didn't realize they were the biggest account. So then when I let them know, hey, thanks, you know you're my biggest account, you know, here I am trying to suck up to them or something. Well, something changed in their head. I went to their head. And after that, it's like, well, I think I should be getting this, and I think I should be getting that, and I need this, and I demand that, and I want that, you know. The next thing you know, it's like you're their lackey, and they're threatening to leave all the time because they know that they're your biggest account. So I recommend, you know, thanking people for their business, but really treating people, you know, even the 500-pound gorillas, I wouldn't necessarily let them know that, or that they are the biggest account or one of your biggest accounts. Sometimes they already know. It depends on your field and your market, but I think you hear what I'm saying. You know, don't dwell on it because it could come back and backfire on you. The 500-pound gorillas, if you're trying to get a new 500-pound gorilla, first off, to keep the ones you have, make sure you give them good service. Make sure you're in regular contact. Make sure that you don't take anything for granted, and they'll likely to continue to work with you. Make sure they're first to know on most things going on with your company. So if somebody else asks, hey, did you hear about, oh yes, I know all about that. You know, they have big egos usually when they're that big. Let's talk about when you want to go after a 500-pound gorilla. How do you catch a 500-pound gorilla? Well, what's worked well for me, and you know, I spent a fair amount of time as the national key account manager for a major corporation. And my job was to go after 500-pound gorillas, basically big customers that the other companies had, and I was very successful at it. But what I would do is I would sit down and I would, you know, get a meeting with them, and they already have suppliers. They don't need me, you know. So I would, of course, tell them a little about the company and me and all that. But then I would ask them a question. I would say, you know, what's your vision for this business that you have here? What do you see? What do you want from it? You know, what do you want for you? You know, let's talk just, you know, philosophically here for a minute. You know, just, you know, what do you want from life, basically? So then, if they're a fairly open person, or they'll open up, they'll tell you, and they'll say, well, you know, one case I was working with a major oral surgeon. And he wanted to be a bigger lecturer, start a training center, you know, teach people things. And he'd gone to the point of setting up a studio with professional lighting. I think he had over $100,000 into this. No, who knew, you know? So he got up and he says, well, let me show you. And he showed me, and he gave me a tour of it. And I was like, wow. I said, well, how's your company that you're working with now working with you on this? And they're like, well, you know, they're not. They don't really care. They're not interested. I said, well, I'm interested. So we set up and we got some training going, and you know, got a lot of business. So that was good. Being a good resource, helping them realize their dream and what they want to do that will help you to get their business. Because the easiest thing to do when you're talking on a 500-pound gorilla is villainize the company that they're already using. And that doesn't mean say bad things about them, but ask things. Well, how well are they taking care of you on this, you know? What's the last time you had a problem, and how'd they resolve it? How are they helping you with your vision? How are they helping you with your dream? Do they even know what your vision is? Do they care? Et cetera. Sometimes you get a great opportunity because the company B, the other guys, just got a new sales rep. So now you've been in there, right? You're, as a business owner or salesperson or even a sales manager, you've been going in there, you've built a rapport with them. They know what you're talking about. Now they get this lackey that comes in from this other company, and they're trying to learn. They go, the company sent me out here so I could tag along with you and see if I can learn some things, Well, what kind of resource is that to this 500-pound gorilla? That's the time where you step in and say, hey, maybe it's time we reconsider how we're doing business here and see if we can bring you onto our team. So, 500-pound gorillas, they're people too. They usually have big egos, but they usually have big visions. There's a reason they're big. And if you can tap into their vision, understand what they want, and help them get that with what you have, that'll be great for both of you. So that's how you work with 500-pound gorillas. So Kenneth G Hasty, if you like these videos, please like, share, retweet. And otherwise, you want to get a hold of me or get a hold of me about some questions about selling or questions about some consulting or something, just get a hold of me at kennethghasty.com. All right, that's all for today. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.